locations. Now broadcasting.
More sips, more time getting spent on text, more things that I gotta confess. Let's be honest for once and own it. Doubt we just showed them. Private plane we just flown in. I'm getting paid talking rap on the internet. Yeah, my name green, but I ain't crab, I be generous. LA to Virginia, I just sold my latest song. Japanese denim flying straight from Manapon. Rolling out to Durban, Malva pudding with some prawns. Then I fly out to Miami and I'm eating like a don, huh? I go to Miami just for dinner. I went to Japan for a pickup. I just missed the flight, I'm in Atlanta. I just went to Spain, that's I go to Miami just for dinner. I went to Japan for a pickup. I just missed the flight, I'm in Atlanta. I just went to Spain, that's a biffa.
Ibiza. Yeah, it's pronounced Ibiza, actually. Yeah. What's the difference, man?
Ibiza, Ibiza, you won't see me in neither. Invited to the function, I don't go, I got amnesia. I'd rather be in Vegas at the Caesars. My winter out in Josie, not in Bali, cause it's cheaper.
Switch it up.
From Africa, home of the diaspora. More than the trip around the globe, we just set the law. Travel like LeBron, I'm a traveler.
We're the Miami Dolphins, Miami Dolphins, Miami Dolphins.
See these reps take me everywhere, I go where I can. That's the multi-pass, homie, I ain't bumping there, Brody.
A city known for its incredible skyline, its nightlife and beaches, today centered around this venue, Hard Rock Stadium here in Miami. Coming up, we're keeping things in the AFC contest between the Buffalo Bills and the Miami Dolphins. On the Bills sideline, it is Sean McDermott. These guys losers their last game, hoping to reverse that here. Across the field, that's head coach Mike McDaniel on the Dolphins. His side also occupying playoff position, so might be a rematch we see play out this postseason. So happy you could join us today. I'm Kate Scott with Brock Heward. It is time for some football. And here we go from Miami. Here's White on the return. And he's brought down just inside the 25. So here come the Bills for their opening drive. They're led out by the reigning NFL MVPs. Finished top 5 in voting 4 of the last 5 seasons, Josh Allen.
Kate, he's had some time to work past their last game, and he needed every second of it. A 4-interception game isn't easy for anybody to move on from, even for the shortest of memories. He's got to get his head right this week. This team needs him to deliver.
He's got to gain a 6 there. Minka Fitzpatrick in on the stop.
That is just a great drive starter. What every offense wants. Gives you a little bit of energy, a little juice, and now a really manageable second down.
Now Allen. Ooh, would have been a big gainer if they connected, but they could not. Instead, third down coming up. Well, as we see the names populating this injury report, partner, we recognize they've had to do some adjusting over the course of the season as key contributors have gone down.
And this, right here, this is where fan favorites and surprise superstars are born, Kate. From guys having to step in as a result of these injuries. You never root for players to miss time and go down, but you'll always root for the guys filling in, who are getting their shot to make their name and contribute when it really matters.
It's a pickup of 4 yards. And that's good for a Buffalo first.
That pitch and catch won't show up as a big play on the stat sheet, but it gives his own defense a little time to rest. It gives an offensive coordinator a new set of downs to work with.
Straight ahead, here's Cook. Dropped by the first guy he met. No gain on that first down run.
Made it all look so simple, didn't he? That linebacker sorting right through the traffic, finding the runner. That's instincts come to life.
First down run netted him nothing. Here is 2nd and 10. Another one for Cook. He's forward, gets a couple of yards. Zach Sealer there to bring him down.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
Third down, they need 7. They'll air it out on third. Has him on the quick hitter. And they are on him short of that first down. They responded quickly to that throw. That brings up 4th down.
Here we go. Here's one of those game situations that just puts a smile on my face because I can think from Pop Warner to the NFL, everybody on the field thinking the same thing. Can we go for it? Can we get one more shot as you end up just short on that third down?
And something on the return, but not much as it still ends inside the 20. So the Dolphins offense headed out for their opening drive. I know you love this guy, Brock, a fellow lefty like you, now in his 6th season, Tua Tagovailoa.
There were times, I'll be honest with you, Kate, that I wish I played baseball. Because you have a bad outing, like this QB did last week with no touchdowns, a couple interceptions. In baseball, you get to play the next day. You get to flush it right away. He's had to sit on it all week long, and you know he wants to rectify it here.
All right.
Opening carry for Devon Achane. And he sneaks this through the middle, maybe a gain of 2. Last week here.
3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7 at the 22-yard line.
After the 3-yard pickup, it's 2nd and 7.
You're right here.
Achane again. It looks like we can call it about 4 yards in the end. Vaughn Jones with the tackle on that play.
You know, Kate, it's plays like that. It's just kind of the meat and potatoes. Not going to make any highlight reel, but just the positive, efficient plays on the ground. You need to keep plays and drives alive.
Throwing on third, Tagovailoa. Flush down now to his left. Making the call himself. And this is going to be out of bounds. Defense catches up to him near that 45. Markers are reset. Here we go. Ball at the 44.
First and 10 at the 44-yard line.
It's Achane on the inside give. And his progress is soft, but a nice 5-yard gain before it was.
That result right there is why coaches all across all levels of football on defense talk about good, solid tackling, Kate. It's not just to hear themselves talk. It's to make sure that when you can bring a guy down, you're able to, and keep them from piling on those yards.
Switching it up here. Tagovailoa to throw. Rolling left, buying some time. Now here he goes. And they bring him down after what he thought was a great game, but officials are saying he had some extra help. We got a flag down. I think this might be a hold, partner. A game they were pretty happy with goes away via the penalty. And now we're going to wait to see how they respond. They'll take 2nd down behind the sticks now after that holding call. Blitz coming, Tua. This is caught by Jalen Waddle. And boy, they made a challenge for that first down. They got very close, picked up 14. Now it's 3rd and short.
The numbers are pretty clear, Kate. You get explosive plays. Those explosive plays on drives lead to points. You can't ask for a better start offensively.
Here's 2 on the sneak. They were loaded and ready for that sneak, weren't they? They stopped him at the line. No gain.
Kate, is there a simpler play in football that's come to life more than the QB sneak? We see all different varieties now, but it has become so darn effective. When you got a tough QB that wants to put it on his shoulders, you sign up for it.
Offense off to a good start, Brock. Here's a 1st and 10 inside of enemy territory.
Ready. Out.
Here's Achane up the middle. And this one's going the wrong way. Nice win for that defense as they send him backwards. The presence of those tight ends works both ways, Brock. You know this. Gives them more blockers up front, but it also puts the defense in to be ready for that run.
Yeah, you could put 7 blockers up there, even put 8, I don't know, 9. All the blockers in the world, but if they don't work in concert together to create a lane, it doesn't matter.
Here's Tua. Escapes the pocket. Defender's there, and he forces the incompletion. Good play to bring about this 3rd down.
Quarterback of his renowns, Kate, I'm not surprised at all to see him throw it into double coverage early. And that incompletion, well, it's just going to fuel his confidence that much more to keep forcing it.
Throwing, here's Tagovailoa on 3rd. Getting out to his left. He's got a man left. And out of bounds right at the 40-yard line.
You know, I like the completion. You never turn down a completion. That's just not the right throw to make in that spot to move the chains.
Facing 4th down, Dolphins bringing out the field goal unit. This is going to be Riley Patterson to do the honors. It's a deep shot for him from that left hash. And that one is not where he needed it to be. It is off and no good. And we continue to await our opening score of this ball game.
Well, once you get out beyond 50 yards, everything in the process has got to be perfect. It's a good effort, but it's going to wind up off the mark.
The Bills and quarterback Josh Allen ready to get back to work now on offense. And we're getting a look at the leaders in passing touchdowns this season here, where you will find his name among the top 5 right now in the NFL. Shotgun handoff now to Cook. And he's all the way across midfield down inside that 45-yard line. Pickup of 12 on that play. And the Bills have a 1st down. Again, it's Cook. And he works his way for a gain of 4.
He'll expect more from himself on those type of plays, but there is nobody that's going to complain about that one. If you can do math, 4 plus 4 plus 4 equals a 1st down.
Operating from the gun, it's Allen. Pass into the hands of Dalton Kincaid. And he's able to drive this to the 29 before the stop.
A 7-yard gain. And the Bills, 1st down.
Offense is set, 1st and 10. They'll empty the backfield and motion him out. 1st and 10, here's Allen. That won't be caught outright, it's incomplete. Dalton Kincaid, the intended target there. And now it's 2nd down.
Hey, Mr. Quarterback down there, that's a throw that's got to go somewhere else. Double coverage was waiting for it. QB super fortunate that ball wasn't picked. An incompletion.
Working from the gun, it's Allen. Pulled in by his back, Cook. He'll have a little, not a lot. Ball to about the 25. Jack Jones making that tackle.
Translatable skills, that's what you call it. So effective as a runner, but those same traits that make him a great runner, adept at getting those yards, well, he translates it now as a receiver in the open field.
Allen on 3rd down. Short pass brought in. And he's out of bounds inside the red zone, just short of the 15. Gain of 9 yards on the play. And that's good for a Buffalo 1st.
1st down. 1st and 10 at the 16-yard line.
From the red zone now. And this time they're going to get to him before he can get that pass away as he goes down. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
When they were in their defensive meetings this week, that's exactly how you draw it up. Play sound zone defense. Give that quarterback nowhere to go, and let that pass rush get home.
Now design run. It's Allen. And they'll still have some work to do now on third down as he only manages to get back to the line of scrimmage. These last two snaps, they have forced this drive to what might be its last play here, Brock, and we can confidently say there's not going to be another run here on third down.
Yeah, I think it's time to let the passing game get going and really trust your quarterback here who's got to compensate for 2 negative plays.
The shot to the end zone is incomplete. That throw doesn't lead to 6. And that brings up 4th and long.
Okay, you know I talk to you all the time about these money downs and third downs and the plan you got to have. It's kind of like a manufacturing plant. You've got to manufacture open looks, and that time the plant was closed. I never saw a play script that ended with a field goal. It was always a touchdown that you wanted. That's 3 points, and it's enough to give them the lead.
Devon Achane to return it. He's got a lane up past the 30.
When you get contributions like that out of your kickoff returner, it is such a boost to an offense. This is about showing no fear, hitting the lane hard, a determined run back, and setting your offense up with great field position.
First down, time to Lowe to throw. To the left side, it's pulled in by Waddle. And they're approaching midfield with that gain of 6. He's up to the 46. So we're through 1 quarter of this AFC East contest. It's an early lead for the Bills. Back to Hard Rock Stadium right after this. Back for the start of quarter number 2. It's Dolphin football as we begin. They're looking at 2nd and 4. Flushed out of the pocket. He takes it himself. And he's out of bounds after getting this one to the opposing 45-yard line. That's a pickup of 9. And it's going to be first down Miami.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Now they'll hand it off to Achane. And he'll come up with a gain of 3 on the run up the middle.
I know that may look like a whole lot of nothing burger on the stat sheet, but those are the kind of plays, that inside run, that you see creative play action come off of later in the game.
Last run got him 3. Here's 2nd and 7.
Go ahead.
They'll stick with Achane. They're going to keep moving forward, Brock, down inside the opposing 30. He picks up 15 on the play. And that is the Dolphins' first down.
That's just not the guy defensively you ever want the open field. Frankly, with the amount of space he had at one point, they're lucky to have limited to the gain they did.
So a new set of downs. Here we go, 1st and 10. Staying on the ground here with Achane. And he's going to pay off his first down run with a nice pickup of 9.
Kate, I know you can see that smile on my face as we stand next to each other. Sure, I love that run. But I'm thinking about some great running backs. In fact, Corey Dillon, who created a lot of negative grades on my play sheet because I didn't want to carry out no fake. I wanted to watch the damage he could do like we just saw.
Ready,
2nd down carry for Achane. And he's able to get this down to the 13. A pickup of 2, maybe 3, but most importantly, Brock, that's enough to move the 6.
That's certainly a spot where you could be more aggressive, Kate, if you want to take your shots. Some coaches, even the bolder ones, will take the safe play first when they get it from time to time. No 3rd down required now.
Coming to the line, this is 1st and 10.
Ready.
Here's Achane. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that first down play.
You know, Kate, over the years, I've heard running backs say there's just sometimes you got to run into darkness. Just go where there is no lane and hope that something opens along the way. That linebacker said, not this time.
All right. Ready.
Changing things up. They're going to throw now. Setting up the running back screen. And he will take this across. Touchdown, Miami. The Dolphins take a 2nd quarter lead. Jalen Wright with the touchdown. Well, Brock, I think you and I both saw that one coming together from up here, and it became clear pretty quickly that if they got things going, that one could go the distance.
Yeah, the 6 points earned on any screen pass touchdown. I give half a point to the sell job of the quarterback, half a point to the effort of the running back, but 5 of those points to the big guys in front of them. They're the most important ones out there on that play, and in the best of times, they clear lane for a touchdown just like that one.
Patterson takes on the extra point. And the Dolphins take a 4-point lead.
Bills 3. Jake Bailey set to kick off.
The Dolphins have their kickoff team out as they kick it away. Ty Johnson now to return. And a decent run back is going to end as they bring him down inside the 30. So Coach Sean McDermott sending his Bills offense back to the field. And they've got a bit of momentum from the field goal on the last series, hoping to grow that into something greater with a touchdown here.
Yeah, I think one thing you find is you do not want to settle for a field goal again. Points are great, but touchdowns, that's what's win games in the NFL.
Play action now, Allen. That's Kincaid with a catch out left. And he has it right near midfield here. It's about a yard short. One play in, and they are already the tight ends.
First and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Cook trying this one up the gut. And he gets up for a gain of about 4.
Well, I'll steal a line from one of my buddies, but I'm going to quote him. Mark Slayer, 2-time Super Bowl winner, says if you want to run the ball, you got to keep running the ball. And that's a perfect example of it. Don't get tired. Don't get mad at gaining 4 yards. It's a run that can set up even more in the run game.
From the shotgun, it's Allen. He's got Khalil Shakir. And they bring him down after what he thought was a great game, but officials are saying he had some extra help. We got a flag down. I think this might be a hold, partner. Would have liked to have kept that big play, but the officials and penalties say no, and it's got to come back. So this is going to be second down and long following the holding flag. Allen to throw. Jump off, caught by his back. And they'll make the stop up at the 46-yard line.
That's a defense's goal, right, Kate? Just get us to third down so we can have a chance to get off the field. And that was a good adjustment on that stop in particular, when the back ended up being the target, and they were able to keep him short of the sticks.
So a dime look defensively from the Dolphins here on this third down. Here he goes, third and long. That's complete to Coleman out left. And they get this down to the 44 before he stops.
You can earn your money in the NFL in all sorts of different ways, but defensively, in a league where you're just not hitting as much in training camp, you're not tackling as much as they got to in the old days, when you can make a play in the open field, keep them short like that, I promise you some money will follow.
To the right, pulled in by Palmer. And he's able to reach the 40 on that play. That goes as a 4-yard pickup, and it gets him a first down.
First and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Now the shotgun give to Cook. He's able to drive that pile about a yard. Ashton Davis there on the stop.
I think one thing you learn, Kate, when you transition from college to the NFL, not every run is going to be a big play. Some of them, well, they're just destined to end in a minimal gain, and some of them will set up that critical play action for later.
Last run, not a lot of help, Brock. 9 to go now on second down. Allen. Brought in right side by Kincaid. And he's able to get this to the 32 before going down.
That's not a big completion on a stat sheet, but that's a big contested, what I call gritty catch right there. And that's what the best tight ends will get you.
8th play of the drive now. They need 2 to keep it going. Throwing now on 3rd and 2. Throwing all the way to the end zone here. And this is caught. Touchdown, Buffalo. The Bills take a second quarter lead.
There's a good chance. He wasn't even looking when that ball was released, but the crowd, well, the crowd let him know exactly what was going on. He could feel the swell of excitement. Whenever they take a deep shot, it's only going to get louder now as they were able to connect.
There's Wishnowski now to handle the kickoff. On the return, here comes Achane. He stopped on the run back at the 27. The Dolphins send a running back, Devon Achane, getting back to work. And he is the NFL leader in rushing yards as we work through November. He's hoping an excellent season can continue as such here. Miami has its offense set, partner. Here comes 1st and 10.
44.
They'll start the drive with Achane. Dropped by the first guy he met. No gain on that first down run.
These big D tackles in this league, they love weaponizing their size right in the middle of the field. It is so hard to clear lane against them. And once he got his paw on him, it was dead on arrival.
So it's going to be 2nd down and 10 on the other side, Brock. We've reached our 2-minute warning. More from Hard Rock Stadium after this. Well, nothing doing on the last run. It's 2nd and 10.
Ready.
Throwing now. Tunga Vailoa escapes out to the left. He's running with it. Breaks the tackle. He's got space ahead. And he's going to just get this across midfield before he's taken out of bounds. A big play. 23 yards to move those chains.
Oh, that just sucks the wind out of a defense. So demoralizing. So many guys do things the right way, only to see a quarterback evade the pressure.
Into a crowd and intercepted. Picked off by Jordan Hancock. And the Bills are going to have it after his 2nd interception of the season. He steps in front and picks it off. Looked like he missed the spot there, partner. Maybe because he threw it on the run?
Yeah, I think that's exactly the case, Kate. You know, you get set in the pocket. This game is fast anyway. Things are flying, but once you get on the run, it is a whole nother speed and really becomes advantage defense as they take it away.
Allen now on 1st down. That's complete to Coleman on the slant. And he drives this across midfield and down into enemy territory.
Good luck defending that short yardage slant. Just not going to happen. There's a reason. This is a go-to play for just about any quarterback in every situation.
And he'll have it down to the 44-yard line. This one goes for 3 yards. And the Bills have a 1st down.
You know what I like about a 2nd and short run play, Kate? Yeah, I like getting a 1st down. You know what I like even more? That's going to set up a play-action pass in a similar down and distance, and that defense is going to have to key on the run.
They'll motion him out of the backfield. On 1st down, Allen. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's tackled after gaining a handful.
That can be a hopeless feeling when you fire a curl route right into zone coverage perfectly like that. Unless that curl happens to be right next to where one of your guys is sitting, that pass can hum in there and there's nothing this defense can do.
And he's able to get this to the 32 before going down. They get 6 and a 1st down as well.
1st down. It's a gain of 6. 1st down and Bill.
Throwing from the gun. Hits him on the out route. And he'll get it down to the 24-yard line. The Bills are going to go ahead and call their 1st time out. Offense is set. This is 2nd and 2.
At the 24-yard line.
Allen on the play action. Right back to Kincaid. Complete. And he will not score, but that does set him up, Brock, with 1st and goal, less than a yard away from the end zone.
You know I love those chunk completions. They're so critical. Those chunk plays, they lead statistically so often to scoring. And then when you get it to a tight end and play action, it's just a little icing on the cake.
Cook can't reach the end zone. He is stopped, and we've got a penalty flag down as well.
Offense.
Well, partner, they say there's holding on every play. You just got to look for it, right? That time, though, we did not have to look too hard. Wrong time to get caught for holding. Backed him up as they'll retry this 1st and goal. Operating from the gun, it's Allen. He brings it in. That play is brought to a halt, so they're going to say at the 5-yard line. So Buffalo's going to call it 2nd timeout. And they still have one in their pocket for what's left of this half. 2nd and goal coming up, 5 yards to the end zone.
319!
To throw again, it's Allen. He's got it. And he's able to get it to the 2 before the stop. Offense is getting closer, but 2 yards left to figure out. It's 3rd and goal. Cook. And he gets in. Touchdown! The Bills will add to their lead at the end of the half. It's a James Cook touchdown. Point after converted by Zerline. And the Bills make it a 10-point ball game.
Dolphins 7.
Here's Wishnowski now to handle the kickoff. So it goes for a touchback. Let's see what they decide to do with the time they've got remaining here.
Their own 35-yard line.
Down to 12 seconds before halftime as they come to the line. On 1st down, it's Wilson. Hawkins and holding up. They're able to drop it. We get a timeout. 8 seconds remaining before halftime. Need to get that yardage back and a little bit more, too. It's 2nd and 14. Looking to throw. And someone stepped in. It's intercepted. Jordan Poyer has it. And the Bills do not get the return all the way back. That's going to bring us to the end of our 1st half.
All right, Kate, thanks very much. It's Week 10, Veterans Day coming up on Tuesday, by the way. We salute all the brave men and women who keep our country safe. This one's for you. Our look around the league starts now with a matchup of contrasting styles. And it's the veteran Kirk Cousins. He'll connect on a 13-yard touchdown pass. From there, let's go out to Denver, checking in on the Broncos. They're playing host to the Las Vegas Raiders. And here's the veteran Cortland Sutton. He's going to look in the catch and then look upfield and watch this. Make it a 70-yard touchdown grab. The Broncos are going to wind up winning by 17. One more to tell you about real quick. It's up in Minneapolis. It's the Vikings taking on the Baltimore Ravens. And look at the big fella go. It's Derrick Henry. He's been terrific in the 1st half. This, the first of his 2 touchdown runs. The Ravens with a 10-point lead at the half. A final look there at the rest of the scores from Week 10 with Cincinnati, Dallas, Kansas City, and Tennessee all on their bye. Meanwhile, in our game, it's been back and forth to this point. No reason to expect anything different in the 2nd half. As we hand it back over to the commentary team, Kate Scott and Brock Heward.
Here's Wishnowski now to handle the kickoff. Here's a return from the 7. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20. The Dolphins send a running back, Devon Achane, getting back to work. And you can see with the stats there, such a weapon for this offense to utilize week in and week out. Dolphins just about set up here, 1st and 10.
Get safe. Go ahead.
Second half begins with a run by Achane. And his effort results in maybe 2 yards, but nothing more. Well, as we see the names populating this injury report, partner, we recognize they've had to do some adjusting over the course of the season as key contributors have gone down.
And this, right here, this is where fan favorites and surprise superstars are born, Kate. From guys having to step in as a result of these injuries. You never root for players to miss time and go down, but you'll always root for the guys filling in, who are getting their shot to make their name and contribute when it really matters.
First time this game they've looked to him. And things look tougher now with 3rd and long.
Hey, get safe.
3rd and long for him here. Headed out right. Past the line, he's going to run for it. He's out in the clear. Finds a seam, left side. He's off to the races. And he's in for the big play touchdown. Oh, Brock, but there it is. Back down the field, we've got a flag, and I don't think this is going to count. Such an exciting play lost because of that penalty. And this offense now left to think of their next call as they make the long walk back down the field. So they get dings for the holding. Got to wonder if that changes their call as they line this up for 3rd down. Two and out from the gun. Completed over the middle. He's taken down, but not before he gets this one to the 41. 3rd and 18 kills most drives, right? But they find an opening and hit it to pick up the first.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 41.
I think my favorite part was the magic he worked after the catch. The way he took the completion and made so much more out of it by adding all the extra yardage.
So 1st down from the 41. Here's a handoff for Achane. He's corralled after a modest 4-yard gain. Making the tackle there, Joey Bosa.
You know, these are the kind of runs, Kate, that a balanced game plan and a balanced offense is built on. It gets you good yardage, it sets up your play action, and it keeps that defense honest.
Achane again on 2nd. And he's tackled with the 1st down yardage.
That's the type of call that offensively, man, it just builds so much confidence. I don't even think they were looking to get the 1st down. Just get to a manageable 3rd down, but instead they move the chains, and that is one disheartening look on that defense.
Let's see how they attack this 1st down, partner, from the 45. Achane again. He swarms in the middle. This gets maybe a yard. Terrell Bernard tracking that one down. Last run only gained a yard. That means it's 2nd and 9.
All right, come on. All right, go. Ready. All right, fellas, listen up.
Now the shotgun, they'll give it to Achane. A 2nd down run, good for 4. That brings up 3rd down.
You make that call to just give yourself a fighting chance on 3rd down, Kate. Take at least a little bite of the big meal between them and the 1st down marker. And that should make this upcoming call a little less daunting.
Throwing on 3rd, Tagovailoa. He fires one deep down the right sideline. The coverage holds up on the deep ball. That's going to force 4th down.
You know, I say this all the time. You get down there to the red zone, and things happen so fast. Those windows close in a hurry. The quarterback's fortunate that was one hand and not 2 hands that got on the football.
Now it's Riley Patterson to try this Dolphins field goal. He better get all of this one. It's got a ways to go. And this kick is good. He needed to get all of it there, and he did. And that'll bring it back to within a score. The lead's 7.
He has tried quite a few kicks in his time in the NFL, Kate, but a little extra excitement, I think, from everybody on the field. You don't get many chances to set a new career long. He took a shot, and he delivered.
And just like that, we're back to a one-possession ball game as the kickoff is away. He dodged the tackle, and he's brought down just beyond that 25-yard line. So Coach Sean McDermott sending his Bills offense back to the field. And they're coming off an excellent series throwing the football that led to that touchdown, Brock. So you and I both expecting that defense to be looking for that on this series. Offense into the shotgun set as they line this up. 1st and 10. We put a receiver in motion left. Now Allen off the play action. Left side into the hands of Shakir. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down. Halfway to the marker. It's 2nd and 5.
At the 32-yard line.
And empty the backfield and motion him out. Working from the gun. It's Allen. Short pass brought in. And he'll go down, and we'll say right at the 39-yard line. A 7-yard pickup, and it moves the chains. So fresh set of downs now from the 39. Throwing now on 1st down. Allen. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up. From the shotgun, it's Allen. Finds him over the middle. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain.
Sometimes when you're just looking to move it forward, get some small yards on a throw, quarterback's best friend, security blanket. And when it's a big old tight end, that's an extra bonus.
Digging deep in the playbook here, and this is 3rd and 11. They'll throw, 3rd and long. Get some space around midfield. And the tackle's made just beyond midfield at the 48. Give him 13 on that play. And that's good for a Buffalo first.
Year after year, the best offenses are multifaceted. It's not just the receivers or the tight ends that can make plays through the air. When you get running backs that can attack the middle of the field like that, man, is it difficult on the defense.
Dump off caught by his back. And he's short of the first after a mile gain.
Well, this is the type of game we've come to expect from him as a runner, toting the ball, but he's just as adept at turning the screen into the same kind of yardage, too.
Play action now with Allen. That's complete to Coleman out left. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
You know, it sure seems like he knew exactly where he was going with that before the snap. That's a pre-snap decision that led to a post-snap 1st down.
New set of downs for him. They'll start at the 38. Allen gonna throw again. Shakir with the grab. And he's tackled after gaining a handful.
Hey, you like these results on first. That completion right there, right in the window where all options are now available to you on 2nd down. That playbook wide open.
It's a designated keeper for Allen. And he's tackled with the 1st down yardage.
And just in case this offense didn't have enough to contend with, now you got to worry about a quarterback that could do what he just did. Tote the ball himself for a big run.
And Allen's going to run again. Fights his way through a tackle. And he's going to take this down to the 11-yard line. It's a pickup of 14 yards as the chains reset. Coming to the line for another 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 11-yard line.
And Allen will hold on to this. And he's going to fight forward and get in. Touchdown! The Bills take a 13-point lead. Josh Allen, the touchdown. Zerline with the extra point. And the Bills double their lead to 14.
Dolphins 10.
Here's Wishnowski now to handle the kickoff. This one's fielded at the 4-yard line. Pretty solid field position starting out here, Brock. He's tackled at the 29. Miami set to take over once again on offense. And what's really been simply stunning, Brock, is how far we've made it into the game, and their passing game, it is still grounded.
Yeah, so as they're sitting here losing right now, what I hear you saying, Kate, is it's time for this offense to take flight?
All right, Miami has its offense set, partner. Here comes 1st and 10.
All right, come on.
Tagovailoa back to throw. He'll get this complete to Westbrook-Akine. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down. 5 still to go here. This is 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 34-yard line.
It's Achane on the inside give. And they're going to bring him down just a moment before he's able to break it across midfield. Well, this certainly has been a memorable contest for him. His coaches, man, they're going to take this kind of output every single game.
This goes a little beyond the expectations they have for him, maybe even for himself. What impresses me so much, Kate, the guy just doesn't tire. Getting stronger, literally, as this game's going on.
Going to the ground again on first. And he's going to bring this down to their 35. Give him an 18-yard pickup there. And it's going to be 1st down, Miami.
1st down. 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line.
All set to go now from the 35.
44. Out!
1st down, and they go right back to it. And he's going to manage a low yard on that drive up the gut. There on the stop, Larry Ogunjobi.
If there's ever a play we could call garden variety in the NFL, I think we just saw it right there. That's an uneventful run and a pretty sound stop there defensively.
Here's Achane up the middle. And he's going to be stopped about a half second before he can pick up the first. Ball down to the 26. We'll see what they come up with for 3rd down in just a bit. We've reached the end of 3. It's Dolphins ball, and they're sort of in comeback mode. They trail to start the 4th. Third and a lone yard coming up.
All right, get out!
Trying to pick it up here with Achane. He's fighting all he can, but won't get that final yard. They're going to have 4th down coming up. Down in the 4th, offense staying out there for this. He's keeping it. He's going for it. And he's touched as they pick up that 1st down on 4th.
It's so simple, yet so hard to defend, Kate. They line up, they play smash mouth, and they get the 1st down.
And keep this drive moving, partner. Here's another 1st and 10.
Yeah, ready. Ready.
Switching it up here. Tagovailoa to throw. Flushed down out to his left. And he's in for the Miami touchdown. The Dolphins now within 1 score in the 4th.
Quarterback, receiver, yeah, they'll get the credit. Those numbers and those stats, they're theirs. But that play happens, Kate, because the big guys up front give them enough time to make it happen. From one side of the field to the other, bingo.
Dolphins 17. Jake Bailey set to kick off.
And just like that, we're back to a one-possession ball game as the kickoff is away. Johnson with a return here. He stopped on the run back of the 27. Now we've got the Bills offense headed back to the field. And after that touchdown, cut their lead back to 1 score, Brock. A response in order as they take over. On the ground, first run for Ray Davis. And this drive's quickly headed in the wrong direction. First play set down behind the line. And they went 3 yards the wrong way to start this drive out. Here's 2nd and 13. Now Allen. That's brought in downfield by Kincaid. And he's taken down as he takes this to the 38. Even 38 on that one. And the Bills have a 1st down.
Just about every offense since the beginning of time, since the forward pass, Kate, has loved a tight end that could stretch the middle of the field. Man, I remember as a kid watching Kellen Winslow Sr. dice up right here between the hashes. And what a difference it can make for an offense.
And he will not score, but that does set him up, Brock, with first and goal, less than a yard away from the end zone.
8 yards. That's another Bills first down. First and goal, Buffalo.
Now run, Davis. And he's going to be taken down as this defense shows some backbone. Great stand to get him at the 2. It's second and goal.
Brings up second and goal at the 2-yard.
Palmer coming in motion left. Here's Allen. And this is caught. Touchdown, Buffalo. The Bills go up by 2 scores as they try to put this one away. Zerline on now for the extra point. The point after splits the uprights. And the Bills double their lead to 14.
Dolphins 17.
Here's Wishnowski now to handle the kickoff. On the return, here comes Achane. And he's brought down just beyond that 25-yard line. The Dolphins send a running back, Devon Achane, getting back to work. And as some running lanes have closed, he's just found some new ones, continuing to hit this defense. More good numbers well into this second half. All right, working from the gun to start. First and 10.
Ready. Ready, team. Right there. Turbo 3, kick.
Going play action, Tagovailoa. Bails out of the pocket quick. He can run it. And they've got to him just a step or two before he can reach the 40 as he's sent out. When we bring this game to a close, Brock, I think one of the stories we're all going to be talking about is the type of showing this guy's had, not spinning the ball, but running it.
It's been just gritty. It's been determined, kid. It's been tough. When they needed a play, he's dug deep and he's willed this offense forward, coming through with the type of run the moment asked for.
Finds the in route complete. And he'll get this down to the 33-yard line. This is the type of performance a former quarterback, just like yourself, Brock, can marvel at. He's carried a great performance through much of this game. Even as the defense adjusted, tried to slow him down, none of it mattered.
I like the way you say that right there, Kate, because these moments the game does slow down. It is so fast on the field for the normal person, but when a QB's in a rhythm like this, the game is slow and he is dicing them.
A gain of 15 there, and that is the Dolphins' first down. From the red zone on first. Near the sideline, Waddle's got it. And he's going to have him a first and goal from the 4 as he goes out. It appears all that prep work and studying that you quarterbacks love to do in the build-up to the game, Brock, it has certainly paid off. This guy has picked apart this defense much of the contest.
This is one of those games you appreciate. There's going to be peaks, there's going to be valleys, going to be mountaintops. Just like pitchers don't have all their stuff every time out, well, when you do and you're electric, it's sure fun to play.
And he's in for the touchdown. The Dolphins now within 1 score in the 4th. Devon Achane with the touchdown. All right, so the offense does its job, Brock. Now they need their defense to give them a chance to overcome that big deficit.
The momentum in the building's clearly changed. We can feel it here in the booth, but you're right. It's now to the defense to make a stop and give them a chance.
That one right down the middle. And the Dolphins chop the lead in half. It's down to 7. And just like that, we're back to a one-possession ball game as the kickoff is away. Here's White on the return. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20. The Bills set to take over offensively. And this really looks like a whole different ball game after that touchdown, doesn't it? They really need to go on a drive here. Offense showing trips outright as they get set for this 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, it's Allen. To the right, it's pulled in by Palmer. And he gets this one up to the 40-yard line. They get 19 on that pickup. And that's good for a Buffalo first.
Move the chains! Gotta move them chains! Build momentum. Keep that defense on its heels.
Running out of the gun with Davis. And he's brought down by a collective effort there. Only 1 yard on the carry.
Okay, that's why you got to be careful to just run it always on 1st down. You got to break your tendencies. The casual fan, well, that casual fan knew what was coming, but more importantly, this defensive front did too.
Hits him on the in route. This one nearly moves the chains, but he stopped just shy of that marker. 6-yard pickup brings up 3rd down.
A 7-yard gain on the play. And it's 3rd down.
Back to throw it. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Dalton Kincaid, the intended target. And that brings up 4th and short. The Bills with a punt team out there. It'll be Mitch Wisnowski doing the honors. Ooh, it's away, but he knows he mishit that one. Headed for the sideline. So this one sails over the sideline, and they'll spot it where a touchback would go at the 20-yard line. So Mike McDaniel getting his Dolphins out there for their next drive. And I think they'd be content doing everything the same as their prior drive and getting another touchdown here. Dolphins just about set up here. 1st and 10.
Ready.
Tua looking to throw. Ooh, he got hit as he was throwing, and unsurprisingly, it falls incomplete. 2nd down coming up.
Incomplete. Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 20-yard line.
They'll try again from the 20 after the incompletion.
Ready.
2nd down and 10. Tagovailoa rolling left, buying some time, trying to get away from the pressure, but he can't, and they drop him. And that pushes them back. 3rd down coming up.
Brings up 3rd down.
This is a time where you get in that huddle and you just look at one another and say, hey, let's get back in rhythm. Get back in rhythm. Get something good to feel good about. Sure, you'd love to get the 1st down, but more than anything, just find a positive play after a huge sack.
Holding. Offense.
Tempting to perhaps take the yards and run 3rd down again, partner, but they decline it. That's going to bring up 4th down. Well, best of luck here. It's 4th and a considerable distance.
Go ahead. Ready.
Desperation time here. Chased out to his right. Throw is caught by the back. And this one has no shot. They're on him quick, and that's going to be a turnover on downs. This will be the last play before our 2-minute warning. First and 10. Here's Allen. Has him on the quick hitter. And they take him out of bounds, which means his offense setting up for 1st and goal. It's the 2-minute warning from Miami. Bills feeling lucky with a 7-point lead. A touchdown would put this one to bed. A few shots at it here, starting with... They're going to pass it here. And that is the catch that to end this game and seal this win. Touchdown! All right, partner, what do you think? Was that a design read, or did he just see space and he was reacting more on the old quarterback instinct there?
Yes. I think yes on both of them, and that play happens so fast that it really is instincts on both sides.
That one splits the uprights. And the Bills double their lead to 14. Here's Wishnowski now to handle the kickoff. On the return, here comes Achane. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20. The Dolphins offense ready to go as they take the field. This could be the decisive drive. Down 2 scores late. They've got to find some points to get it back within 1. All right, Miami has its offense set, partner. Here comes 1st and 10. Out of the gun, Tagovailoa. Buys time, rolling right. He's keeping it. And he is stopped as he reaches that 46-yard line. Give him 25 on that play. And it's going to be 1st down, Miami. Great start to this drive. They're up in the neighborhood of midfield after just 1 play. Escapes the pocket. He's keeping it again. He's forced out of bounds after a gain of about 4 there. 2nd down.
Well, you don't get the 1st down, but I'll tell you this, Kate, that drives the defense and the defensive coordinator nuts. They do everything right. They win, and yet still QB makes something out of nothing.
And he just got it away before the hit, but the pass winds up incomplete. It's going to be 3rd down.
Even the best of them can be hurried into a throw before they're ready, and that pressure just messed up all the timing, the rhythm, and the clock of the quarterback.
Good.
Now to throw. Forced out to his right. He's going to run for it. And he's going to be sent out of bounds on a play that sends them all the way down into the red zone. They rip off a big chunk of field, and it sets them up with 1st and goal.
1st and goal at the 9-yard line.
Looking inside the red zone. He's got it. And he's able to get it to the 2 before the stop.
As quarterback, when you have an out route versus man coverage, you're just hoping and just praying your offensive guy could turn the hips of that defender. And once you see that, you got to cut it loose and let it go, just as they did right there.
And the defense holds him at the 2, Brock. He can't get beyond the line, still a couple yards short of that end zone.
When you get stuff like that on a 2nd down run, the focus kind of shifts from getting a 1st down to just giving your punter enough room to get the ball out.
All right.
Throwing now. Vacates quickly left side. And that's going to be a touchdown. It's on the board for now. But will it stand? We've got to see what this flag is all about.
Holding. Offense.
So the refs get him for holding, and that's going to back this offense up. After the holding call, they're going to need even more now on 3rd down.
Get set.
Looking to throw it. Caught just shy of the goal line. And that play is brought to a halt, they're going to say, at the 5-yard line. Now the Dolphins call a timeout. It's their 1st. And they still have 2 available for them as we approach the end of this game. Field goal doesn't move that needle. They're going for the touchdown. It's 4th and goal. Here he is to throw. Buying some time left. He's not going to get there. Doesn't make the end zone. That's short. They're going to turn it over as 4th and goal fails.
Well, I think every analytics book out there, Kate, said you got to go for it. You're in 4-down territory, down a couple scores here in the 4th. But now it's all about the defense. Can the defense come with a quick turnover or a stop to somehow, some way, spark a comeback?
So Coach Sean McDermott sending his Bills offense back to the field. They can run this clock out and head out of here with a win, even with 2 timeouts remaining defensively. The Buffalo offense to the line. Here's 1st and 10. They'll start with a give to Davis. Has room down the left sideline. Dolphins have likely locked up the win right there. Zerline on now for the extra point. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Bills stretch their lead to 21.
Dolphins 24.
Here's Wishnowski now to handle the kickoff. And this is going to be a touchback, Brock, so we'll see what they decide to do with the final seconds they've got left here. The Dolphins in pretty good field position here as they come up 1st and 10. On play action, here's Tagovailoa. Maybe a bit of desperation. Here's a deep shot. And that one hits the ground incomplete. A single second left now on the clock.
Oh, that's like a good peanut butter and jelly sandwich. It takes both to make it work. And defensively, you've got to have that pressure up front. That's peanut butter. And then you'd like to have some jelly. And that was almost a huge play with an interception.
And there's our last-in image of this game. It's intercepted. Picked off by Jordan Hancock. And the Bills are stopped on the return on the final play of this game. So the Bills fight their way to a win on the road. Well, Brock, I think it's safe to say that the top-ranked defense in the NFL probably going to take a couple of hits to its status after this one. We have not seen an opponent score against them like this very often, if at all, this season.
Yeah, I think what it shows you, too, Kate, is even for an elite defense, there's still holes and weaknesses to be found and taken advantage of. It took a whole bunch of effort, some great masterful game planning. This offense found ways to score against a pretty salty defensive unit.
With Brock Ewart and our entire crew, I'm Kate Scott. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. It's a win for the Bills as we say so long from Miami.
What defines my name? What defines my name? NAS. NAS. What defines my name?
Name existed forever, means victory, helper. Whole name means protector, shorten it by 2 letters, without the IR at the end. The reincarnated Gil Scott living in the again. The World Cup in Moscow with a blind who's a 10. Pen when I speak is like a lottery win. Quote my total, multi-mogul, so fly I can walk in any spot, every be soaking from a time when was stronger. Today's streets are calmer. They used to kill for shade sneaks and bombers. My name existed forever before Christians came in America, even better. With click sounds in their mouths was language for humans. With stick figures and K's, my name's written fluid. Nasty like way before even Rome had a sewage. For 50,000 years ago, if I could choose its origin, since there's nothing to gain by assuming, I'ma say the definition of my name, the truest. I shocked them like real product. Creep with baddies in sequence, dresses with high strung. Fresh off the jet, you can see my vision while I've come. How much time y'all got? Yo, Preem, let's drop something. What defines my name? What defines my name? NAS. What defines my name?